forgets how to speak English when questioned by Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears, but that won't stop Darcy from telling us where the dining is dirty.
When the health district requires your restaurant to come in for a supervisory conference, you might be on dirty dining. When you get written up for continued lack of control over foodborne illness risks, you might be on dirty dining. And when you add lack of managerial control, you'll likely be on dirty dining. That's the case for Ilopango, a Salvadorian restaurant on Tropicana and Pecos with a 30 demerit C grade.
I'm Darcy Spears from Channel 13. We're here because you guys are on dirty dining this week for the 30 demerit C grade that you got from the health district.
Right now.
We just need to speak to whoever's in charge right now.
Oh, sorry, but I may not speak English. Sorry.
Wait a minute. Here,
District.
Is not here right now.
her English is just fine, but when I say,
we just need to speak to whoever's in charge right now.
She suddenly can't answer questions.
Sorry.
You don't speak English that well?
Just a little bit, I'm sorry.
Okay, do you speak enough to maybe tell me what happened?
No,
with the health inspection?
I don't know.
Health inspectors found multiple containers of pupusa mixes, bean, meat, and cheese, as well as cooked tomato sauce had been cooled improperly. All had to be thrown out. So did soup and beans in the walk-in that were found at unsafe temperatures. Food in freezers was subject to contamination due to torn and open packaging and debris in the units, and avocados were not properly washed prior to use.
You don't know. I think you do know. And I think you speak English better than you're saying.
It's clear she understands us just fine, but she walks away as we try to get answers. Eventually, she gives us a card and tells us to call the manager.
Okay, so I just need to know who to talk to when I call. All right, a whole lot of not being helpful is going on here.
Inspectors noted a lack of attention to a major foodborne illness risk. Food has to be thrown away if it's held at room temperature and not used for 4 hours. But instead of discarding stuff that had been sitting out, Ilopango put the food in the fridge for future use. I tried calling the restaurant manager 3 times, but each time the same woman we talked to answered the phone, said the manager wasn't there, and hung up. Ilopango still has a C grade. Darcy Spears, Channel 13 Action News.
We're getting